morning. My name is Bianca and welcome to my bookworm sanctuary. So it's been a minute since I've sat down and spoke to you. I do apologise about that. I went away for a week to Fraser Island, which was fun. Saw fun and sun, saw most of Fraser Island. Went to the Wreck, Eli Creek, Lake Mackenzie, and just sort of moseyed on around the island, saw dingoes, and yeah, it was mad fun. And then I got back and I got sick. Wasn't the virus, but yeah, so that knocked me around. And then Easter happened. So yeah, and then life has just got in the way since. So I really do apologise. But basically, I sort of wanted to give you my mid-month April wrap-up thing. It's the first time I've actually done this before. Usually I just do the end of month wrap-up. I do know I'm a little late. I do apologise. But I wrapped up March. I wrapped up March reading early, really early actually. And then just rolled over the books that I read for the rest of the month into this month, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've already read a high amount of books. And it's just going to make my life easier if I tell you in two different spots. So I probably won't give you any stats or anything like that. I'll just basically talk about the books that I've already read. So the first book that I read, sorry, it's really overcast and dreary today. And honestly, I wouldn't mind being back in bed. So the books I read so far this month are The Quarry Master by Amanda Milo. I'm pretty sure I read this because of Brie in Love and Words. She's spoken about it a few times and she quite loves it. So I thought, why not? Unfortunately, I just don't think I liked it as much as others. It was good. I enjoyed it. He was very grumpy and I can't remember her name, and she was cool too. But I just felt like, see, I've learned since that it's part of a series, and I feel like I should have read those books because there's parts of it I just didn't mesh with or I didn't understand too much, especially about the explanation about all the different species or aliens or whatever and how it all worked confused me a bit. And I just felt like I was missing parts of the story. Otherwise, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was a quick read. And then I read Rock Addiction. So with Rock Addiction, I love Nalini Singh. She is an all-time favourite author of mine. Really can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. Like the Sire Changeling series. Love it. This is a rockstar romance. This one is about Fox and Molly. I liked this, but Fox's Insta love towards Molly sort of annoyed me a little bit. Like it just felt like it came out of left field. Pardon me. I just feel like, oh, pardon me, sorry, burps. But Fox, yeah, I just felt like he was too insta-lovey, and Molly is from New Zealand, and she's had a bit of a past with the press and all that sort of stuff. Her dad did, shit. And so, yeah, she's a little bit scarred and doesn't really want to ever date anybody who's famous and has the press and paparazzi and all that sort of crap. And Fox is the lead singer of Schoolboy Choir, and they are like top tier musicians. Like, everybody knows them. They're the best things in sliced bread. And yeah, so I felt like this was a little bit too long for what it was as well. And I'm never going to really complain about too much sex, but I just felt like there was too much sex and not enough substance. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just felt like this dragged on, and Fox's, insta love kind of bothered me a little bit. And Molly, I get where her motivations came from, and I get why she was the way she was, but she annoyed me a little too. So, loving the lady sing, but this one just felt, yeah. So that sucks. But yeah, I pretty much strength went straight on to Rock Hard. Rock Hard's about Gabrielle and Charlotte. Charlotte's Molly's best friend, and this is more of a business romance, I guess. He's a former football star, NRL. Anyway, don't know. I should, but I don't, considering my husband is like a sport fanatic. I should know, but I don't. So this guy, Gabrielle, was, I think, a quarterback. And anyway, now he works in offices, and he likes to take struggling companies that are going under and basically bring them back up and, make them profitable and viable and blah, blah, blah again. So Charlotte she's got hang-ups, don't we all? But she's got hang-ups, and stuff happened to her which she really just is this anxious, shy, meek thing. And I get it. I hate talking to strangers too. So, I felt some of her struggles personally, but I liked this again as well. I just felt it was a little, again, too long for what it was. I hate saying bad things about the lady, but I suppose it's not really a bad thing. I just, it was good. Probably not for me, unfortunately. And then I read Rock Courtship by Melanie Singh as well. So this one's about Molly's half sister, can't remember her name, and David, I think his name was. Can't remember either. I'm helpful. So with Rock Courtship, it's actually a novella, so it's a lot shorter. And yeah, it's just basically about, I can't think of her name, but she's the Thea. Is it Thea? Might be Thea. But anyway, she is the manager, PR person, something like that, for schoolboy choir. And so that's how Molly meets Fox. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the drummer from memory. And basically, he's always had a thing for her, but she's like, I don't get involved with clients. And yeah, it's just their sort of slow push and pull towards each other. And it's really not much that happens in the book, but it's a short story. It's really not that long. And I liked it. I actually preferred it compared to Rock Hard and Rock Addiction. I really, really enjoyed it. And Say Yes to the Marquess. So Cleo has been waiting for a long time, 8 years or something, for her marriage to, can't think of his name. I'm helpful. But old mate basically has been away as a ambassador, I think. I think he's been in India. Pardon me. Anyway, he's been away and she's had enough. She's like, oh, no, not getting married. I'm going to do my own thing. I've got plans. So she approaches her betrothed's brother, and who's in charge of things while he's away. And I think his name's Rafe. I can't remember. He likes her, but he's kind of in denial. And yeah, it's just their push and pull, and they slowly fall in love together. And yeah, I really liked this one. It was cute. It was really, really cute. And then I read Loved Flushed by Evie Mitchell. I actually have gone on an Evie Mitchell thingamajiggy. I quite enjoy Evie Mitchell. Incidentally, Mitchell's my maiden name. So there's that, and Eve's my cat's name. So yeah, I kind of like the coincidence there. But I loved Love Flushed. It was good. It was really good. It was about can't think of her name either. God, I am hopeless. But basically, she's got Crohn's disease and she owns her own toilet paper company, and she needs to get a new supplier, basically. And her ex-boyfriend owns a paper mill. And the paper mill's struggling, and it's them about, becoming business partners and going from there, basically. And obviously they fall back in love, and yeah. But I loved this one, but I just felt like I wanted more. Do you know what I mean? Not very nice today, am I? But yeah, so I did enjoy this. I really did. I just wanted more. That's all. Like, just, I don't know what, but I wanted more. Just maybe more characters, maybe more development. I'm really not sure what I want, but I wanted more. I liked it though. It was good. And then we'll wrap it up with the Arcana Chronicles. So with the Arcana Chronicles, they're by Cresley Cole. I've had Poison Princess for 50,000 years. No, I've had it since it came out, I think. But I've had this for a long while, and I've read it a fair few times before. Arcana Chronicles is young adult. I think my neighbours are waking up. It's a young adult, and it's about... The first one sort of follows... So Evangeline Evie lives on a plantation, I think. Anyway, they've got like lots of sugarcane and stuff like that, and she's like the popular, innocent, a bit naive, a little bit vapid teenager girl, cheerleader, popular girl that everybody likes. And she is kind of a nice person. But she's recently been away. She went to a mental ward for a while because her mother put her there. And I really don't want to say too much because like the apocalypse basically happens, but this book sort of follows Evie's life before the Flash is what it's called, the Flash, and then after the Flash. And you pick up on this on like day, I think it starts like day 200, something like that. Yeah, 246. And she's telling her story to this stranger she's just come across who, just sort of wants to hear her story of how she survived the apocalypse. And yeah. And as the story progressed, I mean, you sort of already realise there's funny supernatural sort of elements. I mean, the apocalypse happened. And the Flash is kind of cool, the way that all happened. And then, so you see how the world ended from Evie's perspective. And yeah, she is part of the Arcana. And the Arcana are like 22, 24, something like that, kids. or teenagers that are every few centuries a game is played, basically. And I don't want to tell you too much because this book is more learning about what the game entails, and it's based on tarot cards, so there's a lot of mentions, and anyway, it's really, really good. I don't want to tell you too much. And then I read Endless Night, which is the second book, and I've read Poison Princess and Endless Night many times, so I already was very familiar with the story, though Endless Night maybe not so much as Poison Princess. This is where you sort of get the feeling, not the feeling, it becomes like a love triangle. I do not like love triangles. I've sort of, not a huge fan. And generally with a love triangle, I prefer it to be like a throuple. But if it is a love triangle, I usually have like a set favourite guy that I wish she would end up with. This one, I can't make up my bloody mind who she should be with. So yeah, this is more getting to know about death and what role he's played in her life, and Evie coming to terms with, more coming to terms with who she is and what the game entails and what she has to do to play the game, to survive the game. And then, she has feelings for Jackson. And anyway, really loved this. And then Dead of Winter. I read Dead of Winter. Dead of Winter is the game's amping up. Stakes are getting higher. We are losing people. This series is actually kind of dark when I think about it. It's really dark when I think about it. But it doesn't feel dark to me. Does that make sense? But yeah, I really do enjoy this one. This one was great. Again, don't really want to tell you too much about it because I don't want to give away the plot. And then I read Day Zero. This is more of a novella. I do think you should read it, though, after book 3 before you go into book 4. This gives you more information about the Flash, and it gives you the perspective, or not the perspective, just gives you insight of what other people in the game went through when the world ended, basically, and gives you a little bit more information on the Arcana and stuff. So yeah, I do think this is kind of essential to read before you continue on, but it's really not that long. 170 pages, so maybe take you a few hours depending on how quick you read. And then I read Arcana Rising. So with Arcana Rising, this is book 4? 5? Yeah, book 4. Things are amping up, and at the end of this, a trope happened that I just kind of was annoyed with it at first, and then was like, kind of makes sense, so I get why it happened. So yeah, things are amping up, highly amping up in Arcana Rising. And then I read The Dark Calling. I actually listened to this one. Loved that. The first beginning of the book, though, I was sort of like pissed off with Evie because, as far as I was concerned, she was being irrational. And yeah, thank you, Cresley Cole, for being a good writer and throwing me off, basically. So yeah, things are happening with The Dark Calling, and things are really amping up now because I'm pretty sure it's only going to be 7 books. So yeah, I sort of read this, the Arcana, the Arcana Chronicles. I basically read them because I know that the 7th book is going to come out soonish. Don't know exactly when, but soonish. And yeah, I just wanted to revisit the series. So basically read all of the Arcana Chronicles. So hopefully the next book is coming out very soon. And yeah, so that's basically my mid-April wrap-up. Pardon me. So those books I read. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, my stomach's going blah this morning. And the weather's ordinary, so it's making me tired. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, for watching. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.